Here we are, Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights 2012. Took us a damn hour to get here, but we finally made it. Woohoo! It's about a 45-minute wait for Silent Hill. It's the first haunt we're gonna go in. Katie's excited. It's not too hot out. They're playing trailers for like the new video game coming out on the Vita and the movie. At least it's something to watch while we're waiting. I love that they put Silent Hill on the front of the events guide. Woo. So the Silent Hill haunt was really fun. The scenes were just so well designed. If you played the games, you can point out a lot of different areas. It wasn't super scary because a lot of the stuff you could see in advance, sort of before it scared you, but it was still like, you know, good jump scares every once in a while. It was a little crowded at first, but then it spread out, so we were by ourselves. But I enjoyed it a lot. Hopefully we get to go on it again, but the wait lines are like an hour long for each haunt. Katie, 75-minute wait for Silent Hill now, but when Katie saw Pyramid Head, she went, Pyramid Head! He was like, oh, and walked away. It was really fun. Some cool scene setup. Katie's there in the shadows. It's about an hour-long wait for Walking Dead. So Walking Dead was all right, but there wasn't too much that really would differentiate it from just going like a zombie haunt. There was a few main scenes that were from the TV show, but overall, you know, it's sort of like you're in a barn-like area, or now you're outdoors on some streets. They did not have like the big horse, you know, like dead horse or certain things that would have made it, you know, seem a little bit more from the TV show. Sorry, I know it's dark, but it was still good. I like Silent Hill better. Not just because I like Silent Hill so much, but I think they did a little bit better job of really making you feel, yeah, the presentation made you feel like you were actually in a Silent Hill video game or the movie. Also, I forgot to mention that The Walking Dead haunt had so many people trying to go through at the same time, where you were stopping and just sort of standing there and watching like somebody get scared and then wait a few seconds and then finally move. There was way too many people in there. There's another really cool set piece out in the middle of the street. I love the dead trees. Look how tiny Katie is. The next haunt we're going into is called Dead End, right after Katie gets a turkey leg. Katie looks like a zombie eating a fucking piece of meat there. We just got done with Dead End. It was really dark, you could tell, but it was really fun. I liked it a lot. It had a lot of good pop-out scares. Some of the scenes were really cool. A lot of the lighting was just either a couple flashes of lightning or a strobe light or something. But I like that one a lot. So far I would say Silent Hill, then Dead End, then The Walking Dead, unfortunately, but now we're heading to this like black and white haunted house that has apparently a lot of like lightning and strobe and stuff, so. I wish the whole park was as this dark and creepy and scaring Katie, but it's really creepily lit and has trees and just spooky tight atmosphere. But the rest of the park is all very wide open and bright lights. That's the creepiest thing we've seen so far. Curious George with a pole shoved up his ass. This one is called the House of Horrors. It says 75-minute wait, but let's hope that's wrong. So the House of Horrors haunt was really cool. It's the first solid black and white haunted house I've ever been in. All the classic movie monsters. The lightning strikes made everything really pop out when it was like pitch dark, and then bam, you could see the bright white glowing stuff in the black light. Was really cool. Katie mentioned that a lot of the actors, instead of a lot of the actors, instead of actually just screaming themselves, they have a little button they press that makes a howl or a scream, but not all the actors have it, and the ones that don't, they don't scream themselves, so it's just a silent, like, they will kind of go stick their face in front of you, and that's it. So if you can see them in advance, it's a little less impressive. You know, they're not really going to be scary when they sort of walk up to you, but and sometimes when they hit the button, the screen.
Like I'll see it like reach around the corner and they'll hit a button, and then they'll come flying out and it makes like a roar or scream or whatever, and the lights come on all the time.
But sometimes they're not timed correctly, where they hit the button and they jump out, and then the scream kind of happens either a little late or a little early. But
not everybody has the button.
Yeah, not everyone has the button to do that with. So still really cool. I like that one a lot. That looks awesome. It's a tree full of a bunch of pumpkins. And there's a someone trying to escape from the coffin. Of course it stops. Of course it stops. Oh, there it goes. Big pumpkin creatures. Very cool. This is the last haunt we're going to be able to go into. It's called Gothic. We're going to miss out on Penn and Teller and the Alice Cooper haunt, but you know, we're ended up making it to 5 out of the 7 then, I guess, so not too bad. The final haunt, the Gothic Cathedral, was super packed. I mean, we were being run into by other people.
People right behind me were crazy.
They were humping her,
screaming,
basically.
and, like, bashing into me and running past me and then going back.
So, it was cool though. It was like a cathedral at night. All the gargoyles had come to life. They were doing renovations on the church and stuff, and so you had a bunch of ropes and boarded up areas and stone things that had fallen over. But it was fun. It was different. You know, I've never been in a full haunt full of you know, gargoyles and statues, so that was cool. But I'd still say my favorite out of all of them would be the first, Silent Hill, and then what was the other really good? The Dead End haunt. That one was really good. Walking Dead, I guess, would be third. I mean, it was really detailed, but it just didn't feel like I was in The Walking Dead. Just sort of more like I'm burping, excuse me, because we're eating this crazy ass fucking M&M candy caramel apple. It's $8 for that fucking thing. Anyways, so yeah, we're sitting out in front of the little sign, just kind of chilling out before we make the long trip home. And I think in the beginning of the video I said it was an hour to get here. No, it was fucking over 2 hours to get here. I was just excited to be here. So, all right, that's it. Say bye.
Bye.
Peace.